Hey guys, it's Marshall Ting with your Superior Ag Insurance Ringside Report for this past week, the week of July 20th through the 27th. So, it has been hot. It is hot in the sun, it is hot in the shade, it is hot in the breeze, and it's hot in these cattle markets, guys, both temperature-wise and dollar-wise. So as far as your runs are concerned, 10,935 head of cattle marketed statewide. Compare that to this time last week, you're down about 7,000 head, but if you compare it to a year ago, you're down right at about 10 to 11,000 head less this week than we had a year ago. That just goes to show you how hot it is. Now, as far as the temperatures in the market and these prices, they are on the rise, guys. These market, we're going to call your feeder steers and heifers. Your heifers are going to be steady to $4 higher. Your steers steady to $5 higher. But I will say this about the heat. The premium are going to your preconditioned type cattle that are weaned and hard and ready to turn out, and forget about them. Your fleshier type cattle, your balling type cattle, your type of cattle that'll melt in the sun, they're a little bit harder to trade, but nonetheless, these things are trading quite nicely. So we'll call your 3-weight steers this past week, they topped off at $5. Your 4-weight steer cattle, you can call them about $4 as an average. They topped off at $437.5. Your 5-weight steer cattle, they topped off at they averaged about $370 to $380 there. They topped off at $5. And your big 6-weight steers, I'm going to call them about $360 as an average. They topped off at $390. But check out these loads, guys. They traded extremely well. Here's a big set of 8 weights that really broke the bank, guys. 64 head of black steers weighed 828 at 335. If you compare that to the same day on the CME feeder cattle index that they traded, your CME feeder cattle index was 328.83 that day. So as you can see, that's way over what the CME feeder cattle index traded at. Now, here's another set. 60 head of these black steers weighed 850 at 326.5. Go to your heavyweights. Here's 60 head of black steers weighed 885, and they brought 327.50. But check out these other rising stars, guys. Here's a set of 7 weights that really did break the bank. There'd be 30 head of these steers. Black steers weighed 763 at 370. Then check out your big 10 weights. Here's 54 head of black steers weighed 1018 at 303.90. And here's a Holstein treat. 58 head of Holstein steers weighed 800 pounds on the money at 272.25. So as you can see, this market is really good, guys. Now let's talk about your CME feeder cattle index. Monday the 21st, 326.83. Tuesday the 22nd, 327.44. Wednesday the 23rd, 326.18. Thursday the 24th, 328.83, and Friday the 25th, 329.93. So that's what's going on in the cattle market. That's what's going on in your CME feeder cattle index, guys. If you've got any questions about any of this information, or you're interested in the LRP policy, feel free to reach out to the guys. Call Ian Thomas at 859-613-2453. Call Adam Shoemaker at 859-338-4116. And don't forget about Cole Clark. He's at 859-865-2980, or check him out on the web, www.superioragins.com. As always, thank you so much. Stay cool out there. We'll talk to you next week.